Hi, this is Glenda. This is one that I'm not going to say whether it's a good idea or not. It's just something different. This card really ended up out there. It was supposed to be steampunk, but it's not quite steampunk. I'm not sure what it is. What I was doing, I was watching a haul video where it was actually Fiona got some little metal pieces with shapes in, sort of embossed in, and I sort of started thinking, well, is there any way of doing something like that myself? So this is what I've come up with. With the coffee we buy, it comes, the lid in the top of the tin has a foil bit you take out. It's a little bit thicker than aluminium foil that you would use for food. It's more like you would get on a cooking tray, a meat tray or something like that. So you could use that. You can also buy craft foil, so it's just that got a little bit of stiffness. I just put that through my Big Shot just to flatten it a bit before I start. Then you want to punch a shape, which serves a double purpose of sharpening your punch while you're at it. That's just a 2-inch circle. You'll need a cameo of some sort. I tried using a brooch and it didn't work, it was too deep. You need something like a cameo. So we're just going to put it down, and I mean, this is very much like the technique people have been doing on boxes and things with foil tape. It's the same principle but slightly different variation. You want a thickish embosser to start it off. Basically you're just going to work down in size on your embossing tool until you can see the image. Don't worry too much around the edges because we're going for a bit of a raggedy look anyway. Just keep working at it. Okay, so when you're happy that you can recognise the shape in it, you can call it done. Don't use Grandma's Good Cameo for this because I don't know long term if it's going to do any damage to your cameo, so use something that's replaceable basically. The next thing is you do need to choose your background at some point before you go any further. So I'm just looking for my tweezers because the next step is to fill the back with hot glue, and my fingers will tell you it gets super hot super fast, so do not try and hold it with your hands. So if you can fill the back with hot glue, it'll help it keep its shape, I hope. And I suspect this is only going to work for a steampunky kind of look because it's pretty shabby. Once it gets cool enough to touch, you just want to get it. This is not quite. Okay, patience. You just want to get a tool and try and smooth it down a bit. I've embossed my background so it will have some texture too. You just want to sort of smooth it down so it sits in. You could put a bit of what's it called, crystal effects or something, glossy accents, crystal effects, any of those under the edges if you're worried about the fact that they lift a fraction. Entirely up to you. Now I succumbed to getting some ink gold. Even though I have a lot of Rub and Buff, I succumbed to getting it. Can't help myself. I was a bit disappointed when I opened it and it looked like that. I assume it's been sitting on its side and you only get half a tub anyway, but that is the same price as that, and honestly I don't know how they can do it. I mean, you're getting at least twice as much, I think. 15 ml, does this say? Grams, typical. 1.76 ounces to half an ounce, so you're getting 3 times as much for the same price. It doesn't cover quite as thickly as Rub and Buff, but then I have a bit of a problem with Rub and Buff. You put it on and you do get very intense, very quick. So it depends on the look you like. They're again going to be slightly different products to each other. This has got to be better value though, and I suspect that's what I'll be getting in the future. But in the meantime, I've got a bit to use up. So I just applied various colours. I did start with the gold, but then felt that it needed some black or something on it, and we're going steampunk. And this is messy. This is super gooey. I thought I had a white pearly colour Rub and Buff, but I didn't. So I thought that would have looked quite good, highlighting it as well. Anyway, you get the idea. So if you like the super shabby steampunk kind of look, that's something I haven't seen anybody else do, and there could be a good reason for that. So I'll just put it out there and see what you think of it. Thanks for watching.